Hi everybody, just to recap today's lesson on how to create a slide in the style of Aakash Nihalini. Here are the requirements. You need to have all four of the 3D shapes we practiced. You need to have your shapes interacting with some clip art or photos or the scene. Use some of the features of Google Slides like format, option, and drop shadow, and of course you're going to use remove.bg if you need to remove a background. Here is my complete example. Once again, you can see I've used all four of those 3D forms that I created from our 3D form practice. I do have a background. You can see I've added shadows to make it look like my images, like my clip art and my 3D forms are part of the scene. So let me just show you how I went about doing that. So here's that slide from today's class. Of course, you want to use that background button to choose a picture for your background. You could, or you can use that insert image and right here search the web for whatever it is that you would like to include in your image. So I was looking for a brick wall and grass. I of course typed in some grass, and of course I put in some grass. Here we go. Let's use some of this green grass here. Here it comes. And now I'm just going to squish it down and make it fit the bottom part of my slide. Now, I have already imported my 3D forms into some of the slides here, so all I would have to do is copy and paste. And don't forget, you can attach things together. So we learned about, clicking things and arrange group so that, things stay together so they don't come apart on you. All right, so here I go with my cylinder. I'm going to copy it and paste it into my little scene here. Looks good, but I want it to look better. So I'm going to use that format, option, drop shadow. And once you click that arrow, you can go ahead and play around with the different angles and how dark your shadow is so that you can create that shadow that looks like it might be cast where it is sitting in front or in front of the wall or on the grass. I don't know why I'm getting that. Oh, it's the line from there. Okay, so now what I want to now do is I'm going to go over here to Google and I'm going to search up a cartoon cat. I'm going to put a cat in my image. Now, when you're typing in things for your cat or whatever image that you're putting in, you can either click on transparent or PNG is a good one, where it will come up with images that have these checkerboard backgrounds. All right. A lot of times the checkerboard background means that background is transparent and you're able to just grab it and stick it in. But you'll notice that Google will not allow me to do that. It still left that checkerboard background on it, excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Google. I'm going to save the image first. And now I'm going to go to remove.bg. Now, remove.bg is going to allow me to get rid of that checkerboard background. So now all I need to do is grab my cat and drop it in there. And it's going to remove that checkerboard background. So now we can go ahead and download it. You can see my little cat from earlier. That was from today. And I can just now grab it and put him in there. And there is my cute little cat that I grabbed from Google without that pesky white background. Looks like they left a little bit there, but hey, it's better than that whole big square. And then, of course, I'm going to insert and, oh, no, not insert, excuse me, format option, drop shadow, so that little guy can appear as though he is actually part of the slide and not just plopped in there. Now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in all of my other 3D form shapes that I created. And yes, if you would like to, you can totally create some more of your own. But you do have to use those four that we learned somewhere in your slide. Of course, you're going to do your work right on the slide that is provided for you in the assignment in Google Classroom. When you're all done, go ahead and hit submit. I hope this helps those of you who might need a little bit of a rewind and a replay on how to design a slide in the style of Aakash Nihalini.